Hey everybody, it's Professor Walsh. I'm going to go over what a CHP is. And so this is a chemical hazards and precaution sheet. The goal of this is to make sure that you know kind of the safety of each of the chemicals before you come into lab. And so whatever chemicals that you put on your physical constant sheet, you should have in your CHP. Or vice versa. CHP, they go in your physical constants. But I think that you fill out your physical constants first. Now, keep in mind that your CHP is an appendix. So you're going to go back and you're going to put this in the back of your lab book. But remember, you can only write on the right-hand page. So you want to make sure that all of this information goes in the right-hand page. Okay, so what you want is some information. You're going to make up your own CHP number. Okay, now technically when you go through this, the CHP number is whatever lab it is. So if it's lab 9, and then as you alphabetize your reagents, it'll be 9, and then the first reagent is 9-1, and then 9-2. So that's going to be one column, CHP number. And then you're going to put the name of the compound. Okay, so this may be cyclohexanol, okay, or whatever. Okay, and then the next column you are going to put, or the next piece of information, you have to put the CAS number. Now, you can find the CAS number if you look up the material safety data sheet, or now that we've switched to a global system, it's now just usually called a safety data sheet. But there is a CAS number on every one of these, and let me just make sure that I can find it. You can see it right here. Okay. Now, the whole idea of doing a CHP is to familiarize yourself with the compounds and how safe they are. Okay, so once you do this, once you read on through, okay, you are now Whoa, hey, get back here. Okay, so whatever the CAS number is. Okay. Now, you're also going to include in this the flash point. So there's the C. So the flash point, because we want to make sure that the compound is safe to use in the lab. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Okay, so as we go down, you'll see that there are some physical properties here. Okay. And so you're going to go down and you'll see that there is a flash point. Okay. Now the other thing that you're going to want to include in here is the NFPA ratings for the for health, flammability, and instability, because those are going to tell you how dangerous they are. So this information right here is definitely something that you want to include. Now, you can put them, you can highlight that, you can do health, what were the health, safety, health, flammability, and instability. Health, flammability, instability. Like, you can put those there. And the NFPA rating is a 1 to 4 scale. I guess it's 0 to 4 because water probably has a 0 rating for some of these things. But again, the point here is to familiarize yourself with the chemicals. If it has a health and NFPA rating of 3 for health, you know that you probably shouldn't be messing around too much with it anyways. Even more so than a normal chemical in the lab. Or a flammability rating of 4, like, you really want to be careful with those flammable compounds. Okay, and then lastly, what you're going to do is include any safety and special handling instructions, like cleanup or things like that. And so you'll see in here that that it gives you handling instructions so that when you get to lab, you know what you're doing. First aid measures. It gives you things like this. Again, when you're doing this, you don't have to copy everything down. The point is not to copy everything down. The point is to be judicious about what you're writing down so that you have some familiarity with the chemical when you get to the lab. So when you're using it, you can use it safely. Okay? Safety is of paramount importance to me in the laboratory. So you go through and that's what you do. And so you do that for each of the chemicals that you find in the lab. Okay, so if you have 10 chemicals in the lab, you fill out 10 of these things. Okay, so that is how to fill out your CHP. Now also, I will say that this CHP number here that you've made up, okay, that CHP number is also going to go to your physical constant sheet. That way we can quick reference anything in your physical constant sheet back to here, and I can easily make sure that that the number of chemicals that you have in the lab are being handled safely and are accounted for in your CHP and vice versa. So that's it, and have a great time writing your CHP.